about the five transparency measures put forth by no less than Speaker Martin Romualdez earlier? JC, I hope you caught that. He was, of course, proposing live streaming the whole process, involving the private sector as well as civil service organizations for their inputs, strengthened oversight, things like that. Are you hopeful that this is enough to curb, any magic that happens somewhere beyond public eyes?
Well, yes, it's a step in the right direction, but we have to watch out for the horse trading that happens before the BICAM actually starts. Because as we know, the lawmakers talk between themselves, the House leadership, the Senate as well. There are backdoor negotiations in the allocations for region-specific projects, for example, that are not necessarily going to be transparent once you live stream the actual BICAM meeting. So in other words, much of the interesting stuff actually happens off cam, if you will. So we need to kind of demand that the lawmakers actually go well beyond live streaming these events and actually provide us with, if possible, the details of the individual projects and what they intend to do with the budget of these projects.
I don't know, JC, if you caught Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. He's now, of course, the Senate Finance Committee chair, and he made some proposals also of his own. One of which is to digitize the entire thing. So he's saying now we only see the bill and then the final product, but everything in the middle, we don't really get eyeballs on. So he wants to put all of that online, and hopefully, there's people like you guys who will pore over each and every page, right? Will that be enough, you think, to at least triangulate or extrapolate where things went wrong and where things were added?
Yes, that will help, especially because of, for example, the budget approved by the House that's transmitted to the Senate, for example, and reconciled with the BICAM. The problem is, as you alluded to, all of these are in PDFs. There's no Excel sheet that can be easily examined. So it's a real constraint for everyone who wishes to scrutinize the budget. But I think beyond that, we need to also, as much as possible, look at how the budget evolves as frequently as possible, because many of the changes happen, for example, in the budget deliberations and also the BICAM itself. So I'm just a bit worried that maybe when all of these documents, for example, the BICAM version of the budget, are published, many of the things that we need to watch out for have already been decided between the lawmakers. So in other words, it's too late for people to actually scrutinize or call out all of these things because the BICAM happens maybe in November of every year, and then the signing of the budget happens in around December. So things are moving fast, and I'm not quite sure that that's enough time for ordinary people like ourselves, to actually scrutinize and debate transparency.